Gone are the days of offline events where you can meet each other at the arcade or at your locals and fight for supremacy at your favorite game. But we're in the era of online gaming, especially with all the lockdowns and all the coronavirus and scary shit. And I'm sure you've heard this plenty of times before, but good netcode's pretty important. Especially if fighting games are trying to break into the online competitive scene. Like Street Fighter are having these online qualifying events, and Dragon Ball FighterZ has just been hosting the online national championships from multiple regions, and Tekken 7 has just had their online Australian tournament. So I feel like the online connection needs to be pretty stable. It's pretty important for these tournaments to run smoothly. And look, I love me some Dragon Ball FighterZ. I love that game to death. It's one of my favorite games ever. It's just so good. But you know what's not good? The netcode. I mean, like, it's tolerable at times, but I mean, it's not the best. We just want the rollback. We want that good stuff. And I mean, if everybody's trying to host these online tournaments, it's only going to benefit them. If there's anything 2020 has shown us, is that the netcode needs to be good, not just for these tournaments, but just for like casuals to just jump online and play with a smooth and stable connection. And we do have content creators like Sagem and Maximilian campaigning for good netcode. But someone else has taken a stand recently. His name is Chris G. New York Chris G. Now look, Chris G's not perfect. None of us are. Don't get on your high horse. And he said some questionable things in the past. This isn't about that. So what's happened is he was in the World Tour, the Dragon Ball FighterZ National Championships for the West Coast, I think. And he had a match with Reynold, and he was playing Gogeta, and you know, I loved me some Gogeta plays. Apparently his connection was not good, and he actually released this tweet longer, basically stating that the netcode just got really bad, and that it was borderline unplayable, and that due to it, he lost all motivation to play and to even win. And he basically was just like, I ain't doing 6 weeks of this, fuck that. And he booked, and I can't blame him. At the end of the day, he doesn't have to be there. And if he's not enjoying it, and he bows out and takes a step back and lets somebody else in, like what's the problem? There's such a divide on Twitter, people that are either with him or against him. And now people are coming out of the woodwork saying that he's giving up his privilege and that he should be doing it for the exposure and blah blah blah. But say what you want about him, the man has taken a stand. He's sitting at home, he wanted to participate in this online tournament, connection was arse, and he went, fuck that. If he just grit his teeth and kind of powered through it, nothing changes. And I mean, there's always been this online campaign to get better netcode and stuff, and developers are starting to get on board with it slowly. I mean, look at Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear Strive's first beta had really shit netcode, people complain about it, now they're going to put in rollback. They've just added rollback to Accent Core, I think it was, so they can rebuild it. They have the technology. Chris G taking a stand and backing out of this tournament is showing the developers and showing the publishers and showing everybody that this netcode should not be tolerated. And in all honesty, most of us aren't in a position to be able to make a change like that. And I get it, you could say that Chris G always complains about something. But if you look at this with an unbiased perspective and you take all the money and exposure and all that stuff that we actually don't know, like we don't have the facts for that kind of stuff, if you take that away and you just look at he was not willing to tolerate the netcode, they need to fix it. We're in a time where the online environment needs love, it needs care. For some reason, the fighting game developers are just sitting back and they're just like, nah, I don't think we need that. And realistically, if he's backing out, someone else can step in. Like, what's the problem? Like, I don't get it. And to harp on the same topic, the new trailer for the latest Grand Blue characters came out, and they look so good. I see them, and I'm like, I want to play that game. Like, I really enjoyed Grand Blue. And the biggest reason I don't play that game is the netcode sucks. I just don't understand how good netcode is not important, especially for the ecosystem that we're currently in. And while I don't agree with Chris G on a lot of things, I think him taking a stand against this netcode, I think it's a good thing. And hell, someone else can step up and take his spot, and they can reap all the rewards that he would have gotten that he doesn't care about. Let me know what you think. Do you think these fighting games need some better netcode? Or has your favorite game recently gotten some good netcode? And what do you think of what Chris G did? Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe for some more fighting game goodness. And I'll see you guys next time.